Although the word one-hit wonder is self-explanatory, in the context of Kung Fu movie actors it can be a bit ambiguous. So I shall clarify its application in the context of movies. Simply put, it identifies an actor who played a leading role in a beloved Kung Fu movie and gave such an outstanding performance that fans of the genre believed that a star was born. But they, for whatever the reason, would never again emulate that level of success. We have already identified some of these individuals in a prior video, so here are 5 more one-hit wonders of Kung Fu cinema. In 1984, as the golden decade of Kung Fu cinema was coming to an end, a relatively unknown actor, this movie might have flown under the radar of many Kung Fu movie lovers. Those of us who did see it are in agreement of how Stephen Tong, who is well known to many Kung Fu movie lovers as the little student of Bruce Lee in the movie Enter the Dragon, toiled away for many years after his famous role in this classic film. Between the years 1973 to 1977, he featured memorably in movies such as Two Assassins of Darkness, Along Comes a Tiger, 10 Brothers of Shaolin, Mars Villain, and Shaolin Devil, Shaolin Angel. But then, in 1978, he got the leading role in the movie 18 Fatal Strikes and used that opportunity to show us his full potential. He appeared to be the full package. He possessed the looks, he had the skills, acrobatic and otherwise, and he had the acting ability. But whatever the reason might have been, despite the many expectations from fans of the genre, his star did not go on to shine any brighter on screen. Side note, he did go on to have a very successful career behind the camera, directing, choreographing, and writing, amongst other things. Sunonny Yu burst onto the Kung Fu movie scene in 1983. He first appeared alongside Norman Chu in the Wilson Tong directed movie called Duel of the Masters, also known as Gods of Wu-Tang. That same year, he gave us an incredible demonstration of energy and skills in the classic film Raiders of Shaolin, also known as Raiders of Wu-Tang. Yu's energetic display, coupled with his amazing flexibility and excellent kicking skills, wowed lovers of the genre to such an extent that he left us wanting more. However, as is the case with everyone else on this list, we may never know exactly why Sunonny Yu did not ascend to higher heights. After appearing in an intro for the movie 36 Super Kids, also in 1983, and featuring in the movie Shanghai 13 in 1984 as the Black Leopard, with a total of just 4 movies in his filmography, Sunonny Yu never made another Kung Fu movie. The movie The Prodigal Son is an undisputed classic of Kung Fu cinema, which is not surprising, considering the lineup of legendary actors that are featured in it. Whenever Yen Bu and Sammo Hwang get together, it is always pure magic. Add Lam Ching Ying to the mix, and you get a bona fide classic film, which is not surprising to those of us who are familiar with these individuals. However, what no one could have foretold was the performance that would be given by an unknown actor named Frankie Chan, who was plucked out of relative obscurity and given the role of the main villain. Chan looked nothing like the villains that we had become accustomed to, Wang Li, Lo Li, Chang Yi, etc. But he possessed a charismatic presence and his approach and delivery was on point. So much so that he left an indelible mark with this one performance. But once again, Kung Fu movie lovers would be left wanting more. Although Chan would continue making movies, even having success in the movie The Outlaw Brothers, he would never again come close to emulating the success of his performance in the movie The Prodigal Son. What is worthy of mentioning, however, is Chan's immense success behind the camera as a writer, director, producer, and especially as the man responsible for providing music for a whopping 387 movies between the years 1970 to 1996. If the name seemed familiar, that is probably why. As the story goes, Inguan Long was personally chosen by the Foot Doctor Wilson Tong to star in the classic film Snake Deadly Act. Ing had absolutely no experience as an actor, but based on his performance in this movie, that was impossible to tell. His poise and delivery, coupled with his natural athleticism and excellent kung fu skills, made him come across as a veteran of the genre. He was able to hold his own against such legends as Fung Hak-un, Wilson Tong, Angela Mayo, and Philip Kao-fei. This being the case, it was only natural that fans of the genre would hold their breaths in anticipation for his next outing. Unfortunately, his next movie venture never came. There are several different stories as to why Ing left the movie industry and why he never ventured to act in another movie. I personally choose to not speculate on any of them. However, as a fan of the kung fu movie genre, I cannot help but to wonder, what if? Is there anyone else that you can think of who could have been on this list? Let me know in the comments below. Until the next video, may the Fu be with you.
Stupid. After losing to my pupil, you'll fight me. Okay? Then it's my pleasure to send you to hell.
You act well.
You won't get away this time.
Don't preach at me. Oh, huh? But still, you plotted to have me killed. Any way you could. At least I fight you one by one. Hi, ha, hey, yeah. Well, my friend, ready to die? Now let's try the wood technique.
But the earth overcomes wood.
I don't think your earth can overcome anything.